while being basic in theory, sailboats do come with some work. Today I'm gonna rip this sucker off, take the keel home, and I want to redo this section, maybe repaint it, reseal it and everything, and clean off the bottom part, which is really bad, and replace this rope right here. Also gonna be taking the outboard out because we need to get that carburetor checked out because it's flooding all the time, and just mainly clean it up. Clean up the boat today. What are you working on here, Shay?
I'm trying to decide if I want to rip out the carpet inside because it's 30 years old and it smells really bad. I'm kind of nervous because I think it's going to be really difficult, but is it worth it in the long run? Probably.
Show them what you're talking about.
Okay, you can see it. So this is the carpet, and like I said, it's 30 years old. It's stained. There's wasp nests everywhere. It's coming off. It's pretty nasty. So I really want to take it off, and then I'll sand all the glue off, make it nice and smooth, and then I'll paint the interior instead of it having carpet. Like I said, it's a big project, but I think in the long run it would be well worth it because it smells like 30-year-old carpet in here. So we'll see. Yeah, that probably hasn't been cleaned in years.
Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get this home and clean this up, repaint it, redo this wood. Hopefully it fits in the car.
I think it will. It'll be a little cramped, but well, I just don't want that nasty stuff in our car.
I'll scrape it off the best I can up here.
Ugh, that's gross.
There she is. There's the keel. Probably the first time it's been out of water since 1986. We're gonna try and scrape a little bit of it off before we get it in the car. I think there's blue paint under there. Oh, nice! It's actually coming off.
Really easily.
Cool. Let me grab a credit card or a room key and see if that'll help better. I don't want to scratch it all up too bad. That'll get it started. I'm really excited about this. Maybe the bottom of the boat will scrape off as easy. Check this out. Actually cleans up really well. You girl's about to puke.
I'm about to throw up everywhere. That's so nasty. And yes, I know it's just grass. It's just seaweed. It's vegetation, but it's just. I mean, look at it. Ugh, it's not natural.
It is natural.
It is, but it's just.
Hey, you said you wanted to go vegan.
Big stick.
There's a little bit of the after, and then as a recap, try and do this without spinning this in the water. That's before. Huge difference. Probably a lot of weight, and probably slowing us down a bit too. Not that we're fast, but you know what I mean. Whew. It's getting hot. Alright, got this all taken apart. Gonna take that to the car. Gonna take the outboard to the car later on too. And but right now we're gonna get in the water. We're gonna clean up the bottom sides of it now because it's all gunked up, same as the keel was. So we're gonna get in there and try and get this boat a little bit cleaner. Take care of it a little bit. Give it some love.
So here we have David, and he's.
I know I'm not doing this right, but when you push against the boat to scrape it, it pushes you away. So this is kind of working.
That's definitely working.
We're just trying to, not trying to make it perfect, but just kind of.
Just clean it up because it's really. I don't know if you can see this, but
Just like the keel look.
It's just dirty. Yeah, it's just like the keel looks. So we're just trying to clean it up and make it a little bit more presentable, which it actually looks better down here where we've already, which you can't see it, which is good because we scraped all the crap off.
The hole underneath needs to be scraped to get a snorkel set or something.
Ooh, you see all that cloudy stuff around him? That is nasty. Oh, that's nasty. Okay.
We've got the tiller all taken apart. Just started working on sanding this down. It was a blue color, if you guys remember. This is going to get taken off, sanded down. Obviously, this rope needs to be replaced. And then I'm going to clean that up too. I'm not going to get too crazy with it, but just for sure clean it up and make this function a lot better, and just be a lot more smooth in the boat, I guess you could say. Pretty basic work for the tiller. Basically have it off, sanded it down. I'm going to sand off the rest of the blue paint. Go ahead and replace this hardware, and then re-coat it with this polyurethane and stain mix, and just kind of make that a little bit nicer, nothing too crazy, and get this tiller end made. New hardware installed, got it all tightened up. Now going to stain, polyurethane it, and then trim the hardware. So get this all looking good, got it all cleaned up a bit more, and sanded down. Ready for the top coat. Got the wood handle stained, the new bolts on. The wood ended up coming out a little bit darker than I would have liked, but it still came out pretty well. New bolts and hardware on, trimmed and everything like that, so that's pretty cool. And then got this painted up, so we'll be getting it all back together and out at the boat and hopefully taking her out. But I'm pretty happy with that, and a little project came along. Alright, got the rudder on, the new tiller arm on. Now it's all stained. Looks a lot better than being blue, so this blue and black actually looks pretty cool. Replace this rope back here, got everything in, and hopefully get it all prepped and ready for tomorrow. We'll see how it goes. All I know is it looks a lot better today than it did before. So, baby steps. Ready to go. Need to tighten these up a little bit more tomorrow with 2 wrenches, but there she is. I'd say that's pretty nice.
Hello there, the angel from my nightmare, the shadow in the background of the morgue, the unsuspecting victim of darkness in the valley. We can live like Jack and Sally if we want, where you can always find me. And we'll have Halloween on Christmas, and in the night we'll wish this never ends. We'll wish this never ends.
Don't waste your time on me, you're already the voice inside my head.
I miss you, I miss you.
Don't waste your time